Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Last time on JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, we had the Dark Knight. The gang was lured into a cemetery where they encountered Dio, who was able to get past their Hamon energy by controlling his body to remove all heat so that Hamon could not actually work. Interesting. And then he raised from the dead Tarukas and Blueford, who were knights of Mary, Queen of Scots, who were tricked and killed by Queen Elizabeth, and now they thirst for revenge, and they are going to take it out on JoJo. And JoJo and Blueford ended up in a lake, and when they did that, JoJo was able to get a breath from an air pocket below, and he sent out a Hamon blast, and that was it. It was a cliffhanger. So, yeah. I have no idea if there are going to be copyright problems on this episode. I had copyright problems last episode, but I haven't resolved them yet. Time of recording this. I'm recording this, ahead of time, obviously. So you will have seen how I dealt with the copyright problems or not. But yeah, there may or may not be copyright problems. So, yeah. Just to let you know that if there have been copyright problems, then what you're going to need to do to go to the reaction is to go find the link in the description or the pinned comment. However, it's entirely possible that that's not going to be necessary, and you can just keep watching this video for my reaction. Let's find out, shall we? Let's find out which version are we going to have to do for this video. Let's get started. Well, knocked him out.
When I best you, I'll take your head as my trophy.
It's easy to let your hair do the work. Come, withstand my Hamon face to face like a man.
Oh. Ah. Cold open. Alright, let's see. Oh. Alright, try a barrage. Nope. It's his friggin' hair.
Take this! What is not all that conducts Hamon? Mental silver overdrive!
Oh.
What a brain!
Melted the armor.
Take heart, JoJo. He is that man no longer. He's nothing but a zombie, eager to spread his evil.
Yeah.
You must be the one to end him.
The shadow of what he used to be.
Even missing an arm and scorched all to hell. He's laying into JoJo every bit as ferociously.
It's just a flesh wound.
What the?
He's
stand there.
dropping his guard.
If you don't get out of there now, it's curtains for you. What are they doing, huh?
Yeah, he cut a little bit.
A moment ago, you said this pain is nothing. That means pain is something you can feel again.
That's true.
Flowers. The Hamon ravages the evil that animates Blueford's long-dead corpse.
Oh. It's like... yeah, not healing him, but it's...
See, the long-forgotten pain came
it's
back.
ending the
Only
zombie.
humans know that.
What irony to live yet again, dying with thanks on my lips for the very man who slaughters me anew. I shall return to my one true master, Sir Jonathan. I leave you this sword given to me by my precious queen and the word engraved upon it.
Luck.
Luck. But first, let me affix my own benediction. Pluck.
Sir Blueford.
Oof.
JoJo, he's right behind you.
Yeah, you still got Tarukas. Yeah, Tarukas sucks. Start using the sword, man. Use the sword with Hamon. Oh, they're doing something with the leaves.
Life magnetism overdrive!
I do like all the different poses they do and stuff.
Speedwagon, grab on!
What? What are we doing? Oh.
How did you learn to do all of these neat spells in the first place?
Damn good question. I've been watching them do it and I still pinch myself.
Yeah.
Oi, Baron, what's the story? We're not going anywhere. How on earth did you pick up all this mumbo jumbo?
Mumbo jumbo. Oh, story time.
He called himself a doctor, though he was very young and lacked all the tools of the trade. Little did I know, he was more potent of a medic than I'd ever encountered. He took a gangrenous limb in his hands and healed it with light from within. That was the day I learned of Hamon.
This sounds very familiar.
To fight his name was Tonpetty.
Wait a minute, Ton Petty?
Stranger, the day will come when this will be the death of you.
Aw.
I understand. If I must die to end this quest, so be it.
Oh, Ton Petty. Breaking the hearts. Ah! Oof. There's the halfway point. Did you guys get the sword?
What's that?
That's where the knights used to train in the olden days.
Oh, the Western Air Temple.
Safety, everyone!
We can't destroy Dio while this monster dogs our steps.
Yeah.
Seems we have no other choice.
What happened to the sword?
This meets his doom here and now. Jojo, this will be perilous. Get the lad to safety within.
That didn't look good.
They say it's full of booby traps.
Duck, Jojo! Something's coming at you!
Oh no, boobies! I mean, traps.
Jojo!
Ah, crap. Can't you send Hamon through metal?
Can't punch through it. That door is solid iron.
Yeah.
He's battered his knuckles bloody against it.
Ah.
Hamon is very versatile, but it's meant to be used as a rapier, not as a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Breaks I could beat to a...
Overdrive!
Send it through the chain. Nope. Yeah.
The chain is touching the stone ceiling, so the Hamon lacks a direct path into Tarukas.
Dang it. Ooh, can he make it through there?
So narrow. Maybe I could.
I mean, maybe. Do you think you will?
Blast it! We could batter this door till Judgment Day to no avail. We'll have
When
to
the trumpet
use
sounds?
side entrance to Rukus.
What frightens you more than anything else?
Oh.
I know that hurt, but you're still in one piece. Pain's not the worst thing. There's something far worse. It's growing up being too afraid to do anything. What kind of a life would that be?
Huh.
Hey, sis! I'm standing up to them now!
Oh.
Stay back! He'll kill you!
Could have at least done it secretly.
Do not interfere, you brat!
Oh. Oh. Well, he's still in one piece somehow.
It hurt a lot, but I'm still in one piece.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh.
I was brave, huh?
Yeah. Oh, backup is here.
The day will come when this will be the death of you.
Oh no.
Fine, is tonight the night that I go to my grave?
No. Oh. Oh. Oh, I knew it. I was like, that. You know what? That sounds like the end music. Sure enough. God. I'm gonna get copyright claim for that music. Oh. Oh, boy. This might be the end. This might be the end of Baron Zeppeli. Man, they're gonna Obi-Wan it. They're gonna Obi-Wan it. If he's Obi-Wan, then that means Tarukas is Vader. I guess. Although they're gonna beat Vader. Alright, the metaphor doesn't quite work, but you get what I mean. Well, I guess he might Luke Skywalker it. which would make Tarukas Kylo Ren. The analogy's lost. Qui-Gon. It's Qui-Gon. That's it. He's gonna Qui-Gon it, making Tarukas Darth Maul. There we go. Third time's the charm on my metaphor. Okay. Alrighty. Another interesting episode with some more music references. Okay. We might as well head right into the notes. The first thing I wrote down is versus Blueford. Interesting that that punch underwater wasn't quite the cincher on that. They did need a bit more, which is good. I do like that. And I do like the conclusion that, he basically is... I guess they kind of said, like, his soul is redeemed, basically. Like, he becomes human again and dies. Which is interesting. Definitely an interesting concept. And I like the thing where, he says, this pain means nothing to me. And then they realize, wait a minute, how can you feel pain if you're a zombie? So I like that. So it basically, while it redeems his soul, his body still crumbles and he dies, which is interesting. And okay, so he gave JoJo the sword. He gave JoJo the sword, but then they didn't take it. And okay, so the sword was given to him by Mary, Queen of the Scots, and engraved on it was the word luck, and then he put pluck, and then he died, and he was like, alright, the sword is yours. And then he doesn't use the sword. JoJo doesn't use the sword. I kind of don't like that, Like, even here, in the friggin' bio, which I'm glad I don't read these friggin' episode descriptions, but it says here, and entrust JoJo with his sword. Maybe after they beat Tarukas, they'll go back and get the sword. I don't know. But yeah, that was interesting. I like that. I like that JoJo can get a weapon too, and especially if Steel conducts Hamon. They said that, especially that sword does too. They showed that sword does, so it's possible that he could use it with his Hamon. And I did like. And this is a little bit later on, but when Zeppeli says, Hamon is meant to be a rapier, not a sledgehammer. I like that, it gives another distinction of, Hamon. So, that's pretty interesting. Let's see. So, yeah, okay, now why again did he write pluck? I'm gonna go back and look at that. There was a reason he wrote that.
And that's why I didn't try to dodge. You could have killed me just now, but you stayed your hand.
Look at his face. It's like all the rage and hatred he had when Dio brought him back are gone. His features are so gentle he could be a bloke catching up with his oldest mate.
I love how much they talk in this show. It's really funny, actually.
Oblivion beckoned, but you put your trust in me.
Yeah. He's a gentleman.
One side have railed against the pain I feel. Now, going to my rightful end, I cherish all that proves me human. It gives me joy. The embers dull within me, but I am tranquil. There is no bitterness left. What irony to live yet again, dying with thanks on my lips for the very man who slaughters me anew. I shall return to my one true master. I would know the name of the warrior who bested me. Would you kindly do me that honor?
It's Jonathan Joestar.
Sir Jonathan, I leave you this sword given to me by my precious queen and the word engraved upon it. Luck. But first, let me affix my own benediction. Pluck.
Sir Blueford.
Go you to your rest.
Okay, I don't quite understand why he wrote pluck on there. I don't know. Maybe it's just something I'm missing, and you guys can fill it in for me in the comments. He said something. He did say, let me fill it with my own benediction. I don't know what the word means. So, oh well. So yeah. So JoJo did get a sword, but he's not using it against Tarukas. Which, oh well. Maybe we'll go back for it. I wrote down the leaves. I thought that was clever that they both got all those leaves together and then glided down with it. I thought that was fun. Again, another interesting use of Hamon. So, okay. I wrote down the Doctor. So Baron Zeppeli first learned of Hamon from going to India, where there was a doctor who was very young and had no medical tools, and he could heal people by making his hand glow this, bright sort of orange light, and it heals them. Now, when I hear that, I start thinking Doctor Who. I don't think that's what they're going for. I don't think that's a reference they're going for. But that is something I think of, I will say. But it's interesting to hear, his origins with Hamon, And it does give the rest of his origin, basically, after the whole, shipwreck thing. And then he goes and meets with the person that taught the Doctor, Ton Petty. Ton Petty. Another friggin' musical reference. I love it, though. It's like how in Dragon Ball, every name is a pun, like Kakarot and Vegeta and Frieza and stuff like that. Except, it's, so much more obvious. It's so much more obviously a pun, And it just is. It just is. Oh, why are they named Ton... why is he named Ton Petty? Because it's just a pun. They just wanted to make a pun, like Robert E.O. Speedwagon. That's hilarious. Why wouldn't you put that, Or Baron Zeppeli, which Baron Zeppeli is a bit more subtle than Robert E.O. Speedwagon, but still. So we learned more of Zeppeli's origins, which was interesting, and how he learned from Ton Petty, and he did get a prophecy that he would die because of Hamon energy. And he has decided that this is the day. Excuse me. This is the day that he will die with Hamon, basically. And he will die... he will die helping JoJo, basically. Which, man... So we've only had him for 3 episodes? 4, 5, and 6? We've only had him for 3 episodes? Man, and if he dies next episode, that's 4 episodes overall. Man, I kind of don't want that. I would like him to stick around for a little while, But who knows? Who knows? I wrote down versus Tarukas. So that was interesting that, they went into this place where they trained the knights, basically. They trained the knights, and Tarukas has killed many people there, which is interesting. And they have to do it when they're both chained, and it's harder for JoJo because, Tarukas is so much bigger and stronger. And they still, keep the distinction, because I thought, well, you can just send Hamon through the chain and hit him, But he did say, he did try that, and it got stuck on the stone that was touching the chain, so it didn't work. Because it is sort of like, electricity. That sort of becomes a grounding agent, basically. Which is interesting. I really like that distinction. That was interesting. And again, when Baron Zeppeli was trying to punch his way, he started, breaking his knuckles. And I do like when he says, Hamon is meant to be a rapier, not a sledgehammer. I love sort of, I guess, just the world building to it, and the building of this power base. I I do really like that. And then I wrote down Poco. So we got a bit about Poco with, how he was bullied and, his sister's like, stand up to them. And so he's finally going to do it. And it's interesting that, not only did like all the words that his sister said, came back in that moment, when Tarukas just takes this horrible hit on him and he gets up and he's like, that hurt, but I'm still in one piece, So I did like that, that was a nice little moment for Poco. And, just that, and then that moment where it's like he opens the door, just the door opens and Zeppeli just walks in and is like, ooh, it's about to go down. You're about to get a 2-on-1, man. But then, he brings up the whole thing about the death, that this is where he's going to die. And it's like, aw, man, come on. Like, I want him to live, at least for a little while. So yeah. But this was interesting. I really did like this episode. I like that it was a nice heartwarming send-off for Blueford. And I like everything that's happening, like with Zeppeli's origins and the nice moment with Poco and this interesting fight we have going with Tarukas. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.